from the Motor Transport and Traffic Directorate (MTT). Also, be bringing the discussion on that topic later on. Away from there as well, China says frozen food chicken wings from Brazil has tested positive. So now, frozen food, we'll bring the discussion on that topic later. But you can join us live on Facebook at Premium TV Ghana. You can like and share our videos and send your comments coming through and be part of the show. We're also live on YouTube at Premium TV Ghana. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get notified whenever we post new updates. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, the show continues. Please do stay with us.
Baby, I will free. Said dear omoye omoniema, kasa omoka, omunduane a omudi, ene amamre ankasa ankasa, ene suatrama, mafo omunsunya hwe, ahantan dwa ene amaso, ama yensunya bibia, yato yamamre asairam. Empanifo ka asem se, urefri ukrom he aben a, wo jira edwabo ase. Eno nti na Premium TV kofa bai, yede dwumedi onwaso a, yato ne din se, chirewa mamre. Wodwumedie so ye kokro bia so ye bobro baby bia ewo ye bisa omoniema sade omoka omonsam efa sade omamamre ete ankasa ankasa ye wie e dia ba studio ni abedwafo betena se atwetwe nkomo ede afa ho nya me de dwumedie ho kyia me dia me jesoa ne efuwa jaboa jan me ka kyerɛ amamra na wajesoa ma me se amamre ho hia Premium TV shaping global true culture.
Thank you so much for staying with us. But if you just joined us, you're still live on Premium Express, coming your way from the studios of Premium TV. Before we delve deeper into the topic I made mention of earlier, let's quickly take the COVID-19 update and see our status as far as COVID-19 is concerned in Ghana. So I'm going to give you the total number of cases we have so far, the total active cases, total recovered, and people who have died. And then we'll go back to the original breakdown and see how the various regions in Ghana are also coping with the virus. Now, as of this morning, per Ghana Health Service, total confirmed cases stands at 41,847. 41,847 cases of COVID-19 so far have been recorded in Ghana. Now, total active cases, which is cases that are still pending, is 1,906. 1,906. Total recovered. Total recovered cases is 39,718. 39,718 people have so far recovered from the virus. Now, total death is 223. 223 people have so far died of COVID-19 in Ghana. Now, let's go to the various regions and see how they are also coping with the virus. Greater Accra region has 20,413. 20,413. Ashanti region has so far recorded 10,097. 10,097. Western region has so far recorded 2,796. 2,796. Eastern region has recorded 1,846. 1,846. Central region has recorded 1,669. 1,669. Bono East region follows up quickly with 636. 636. Volta region comes with 614. 614. Western North region has 557. 557. Northern region has 454. 454. Bono region has 439. 439. Ahafo region has 364. 364. Upper East region also has 282. 282 cases so far. OT region has 204 so far. Upper West Upper West region has 88. Savannah region has 62. Last but not least, Northeast region has 9. So that is the regional breakdown or how the various regions in Ghana are coping with the COVID-19 in Ghana here. So let's quickly move on to the topics I made mention earlier that we will be discussing on the show. Now, we realized that just recently we ended the new voters register compilation exercise that Electoral Commission made mention of. Now, it has come to our notification that there are still some minors and foreigners. Their names have popped up in the just ended registration, and so this is coming from Electoral Commission. They are saying that they still have now till December 7th to sweep through the register and then get all these names out for December 7th. Now, Electoral Commission's boss, Jean Mensah, has brought us assurance that they will get that done before December 7th. Let me quickly go to my guests and see what they also think about this incident. If probably the Electoral Commission hasn't been credible enough or they can't do their job as they promised us. So, Miss Philomena, let me quickly come to you first and foremost. You're welcome to the show. I hope everything is good. Okay. I also have Mr. Richard Atapwa here. He's also looking very astonishing in his blue and white. I don't know if it's t-shirt on, of course, or it's attire. Okay. See Katana and a color combinations. Now, Mr. Richard, let me start with you. Election Commission for HSA register for front of my realize said the names of minors and some foreigners have popped up in it into I think I will most have for December 7th. As in way, first and foremost, what is it?
Which yet you for a quick way, but that's I don't pay. You know, they were my any name. Obeka Electoral Commission almost started zombie trading and sell me bring a buy. Emma Amando Kuchi, you know, the two major political parties of Ghana, NDC and MP. We're having some minor political parties. Have some parties who supporting NDC, maybe supporting NDC, or in the name of compilation of this new voters register. And once why your COVID-19 era, I will pay him say at the 30. And that time, that social distancing protocol on Tino. Like I think about Munyai, the four be doctors, how we the crack about it. The Electoral Commission was only, and what? And one side saying, in a so be a chessing, the Electoral Commission was also trading our hair. Listening yet. In our mind, what can Electoral Commission say? Only independent body. I'm waiting here without any interference from the government, and it's true. You want to know what you want? Because the scene on Bear, I'm going to say, I have been a man said, city president be artist, and I think I'm in the hour. They do support the Electoral Commission Act. But that one is normal. Say NDC will power, they will support the EC. And NPPs on power, they also support the EC. November 2012. Now NDC for NPP for just no biometric, no votes. The NDC was in support of the EC. This year, almost all Electoral Commission, you know, say, you know, I looked at it, yeah, it was almost a son. MPP that also supported 1992. Things election only the MPP who any more boycott election. Now this now almost supporting East, no. What I say. The party will also be a supporting East, no. That's how it goes. And on one chain, on way to make the won't be film to end unless they engage some private institutions and the political parties are. Which me trust and never say in your neighbor, who now do too much. Nafi, only made us for us. The first one says, so March the Busum. Otukono, the deputy general secretary for the NDC, a book team meeting. Emma, or by one team, a council meeting who I want last year, who buys all the card open. second one kwara o man kokra no say drum ho baby o man kokra they go be so omo bow o man mo they will still go and compare this thing with his register ampa omo o see your one the media success na omo start so trade ni ma akoso no ba so wani ahu bi aso so atibi basa ya bodo na we bodua e na we twise kan na we twituo na wa kunsin adan jack chan man do okra dia menim twituo na bia ya o creative em panic e electric no so afia ba to e betumi em person me nya sure say ipadodo na be kokoto aba odi ga ye twene bo ni be kumi na abatwo electoral commission say adwuma no betumi ntie nya won no monye fine ni eja won no monye afa mo twere din awia mo se be ka kire yen se ogwo edin wom afa ekura nkoda na bi e register ye no ebi nya 18 years. What are you talking about? Akoda na ba asa wo hwe na sa wo doubt na the only proof so we can just go and bring your birth certificate. What you say? Madam Fubi, because graduate with him. Now you're quite sure what I want. Okay, you see, October when you're 18 years, of course, so could say you almost say, no, you almost say you're not here, but so many soon, yeah, it's just when you're 18 years. Don't have a 9 yes, that wasn't for me to man. But Omasha, anything else, I go find to pay by you. Go and people go find a crop for a book and yaba. So much room within. And this is no find a crop for book and yaba. So much room within. And what I are, well, Eastern region, a BC Homa, as the MP for a book, do NDC for book, yeah. Said, the book of 4 people, and I said, if I don't freeze up personal so far, the piano yano. Oko Banda so I check where the secretary of NDC is even gets here. And so quite about one called Pereswa. I want to sample for care more on what we with no the because free persuasion or my ana for what done was a can police can or we could train without can and what done so put me free her empire. It's the end of an to where I fed the air castle. Maybe the trouble commission yes almost one if you say what are not so good. Don't go for you or what. But I'm fine say I cried to Achimota. Na father barrier no Abeka Johnson. Na barrier no Abeka Johnson. What Abeka Johnson? I'm fast to Togo. Na o de ba Achimota for fans of Ghana. But one more Achimota no. What's Abeka Johnson? I will quack no. Who's the boy on Polani because school ho? Where are to go anymore? And go phone so yuma ho. Omo tra what than course I may when you trap on say mom back. Because we are foreign, ain't mom with him. And not to be a fed the can say no, so I didn't electoral commission on one yard. It was a top what I not so dear, he will cook you a bassa. What I say. But when I was a wish say, it didn't put a crane panel. We not home is not Western to the 1% or 2. And also, you can't say there be a minimum and Tessa. And here lies the case that ye trade, ya chow mambo. So, on Kagana. Wait to know so much. What I say, it is any man, of course, the electoral commission yet said, and a 14 womb. I think ready to play 18 years or better thing happen. They should do it in a peaceful manner. And yes, sir, yeah, any problem, but the political parties. Now the NDC are descending on them say the register here and they're credible because okay so we're independent. I feel why they are calling on the media, the stakeholders and the political party to help them do this. And also in general I say because Muslim we independent I didn't say nothing more calling on media, stakeholders. Any political party I'm not no. That was independent. Enti munya madwuma e kwamka mo fa so asa na nafo ndi be wura register ni mu no mfa sa akwa no so na munyu ndi free wo be kai a omo ye mo pap no banda omo so an ko fo ba so mo betwire mu di omukura Ghana card ɛna da bia meka to say obi de abena kwabena na wo electoral officer wo fill forms Ghana ho say obi di abena say ni o bi da abena kwaku ama akua ɛno yɛ
ebimudi wo
no I'm coming ɛno yɛ kradin
but you will be one on one it won't pass me me say me will be a fan abena kwabena
edin bi aka ne bi mu bi
ebi ka ho abafudin mi anka ho me abena kwabena obi di abena
say you want coffee or they don't like the English name. It's a native name.
No, any English name or something, they can't say name because a J, so
it's your being now.
Nipano, Afe, almost me provide house number. It will be almost filling forms in the mass ample. Almost just our environment, or I'm personal or montico. It's only your house number, cry. I have provided Ghana cast, I'm own. Electoral Commission, so I said, should be born. And this is the reason why it's an to Koswa. Now, Yanti Asian.
Now, sir, I think say, NIA for so ever blame Kakra. In Jamaica, say registration of Ghana card, not a new voters ID card, Ghana card. NIA for say, if you are 15 years, Ghana can get the Ghana card for yourself.
Yeah.
Into New York, 15 years old, our Ghana card. Now to say compilation of new voters register Ghana card in a day and a passport. Into the 15 years old girl, no, our year minor. But to me, the Ghana card na call. I register.
I said Ghana card information was with date of birth in this one.
Yes, I was.
It's Ipano, electrons and on card no show date of birth. Or who's already 18 and I say Winya. Oh, wait to me,
exactly so.
A judge entering Ipana still share card no so when you're 18, no cost what trade just because or Ghana card. No, the Yanisa. Electoral officers no e bi a nyo madwuma yi di tokwa na e so ni na bi fi wo mo vote ni bi fi electoral commission na to be ni wo pe so we are not na kasa o no obe voice no no dey send it on be so oni obi a be kasa go pressure na e ba no so what is the mechanism is a musem minus wom foreigners din wo mu a kwan be so na fa so a saa din be wura register mo say on person say clean up because what say old register no one na fo bi din wo mu example flow say yi o mu firim e bi e wu ni a you say yi o mu din firim your foreigners bi wo mu omo Ghana card ni bi 2012 gra din no mo twere no e won kofu wo mu ya foreigners omo saa card ni bi o mo be twere o mu din so me say din nef afia ba ni sen and if you must not trade in be ya most are successful ya the sign ewo and affording room that in if you and be register it is over there omonya na sumbie kwan so yeah Ghana for we don't have any problem with that but the political parties I wanna assembly be free aba enye yen because this bubble run tin ho ase. And of course, omo argue e was omo say credible. It me fan to because so say abonti James abe kase ananafo din wom enkola omunya 18 years din wom it wa kase a ono so ate no odo no mo ne mo nya dwen dada it masa ko kase m say no de ene ade committee ase prefer na saman no be wu into omo nya no in such a way say ebe ya sumbie kwa so na enko ending up akoko fa basabasa ba nya sa de a ene you who responsible
Sajin Abeka said Ombe before December 7.
And I'm so young Ombe but omonya na sumbie kwa so because this year and this do so monye register ni once obe kasa once omonye ni dada once obe kasa asemi what the make an say and me kasa as Ghana me electoral commission e fa baby no mo anyo mo bi bayi register also will try also your main motive is to eradicate foreign names and those who are dead from the register. Now what compile din we are afa you say yes our foreigners deal how about the same and when na nam so na to kwa bebele koso no yes she be cast near dey twa bi se kan e ma bi kura nam so ahwe o mo nkwa blame no say the electoral commission the blame should even give it to the political parties omo ka ho bi and as I know so be head there we make sure say on solve this issue amicably. Yes, I dear. And we see.
Miss Philo, my member also will be also a different person. Now, so that cracker. Yeah, dear, wretched act. Also, no sassy, we want to say.
So, a decay, a year in Chiacasia, the Quamasha for any its year for you, so Omuniwa. Yes, so in the Muntin, the Bia, the Jada,
I'm not projecting.
Omuntina, Becani said, the Bia, the Jada, Kunuma, yet has say you money 1 into me met Nahano side. The Biano, a bet Nahano mind in Chiacasia and the command, as I as the pace your mom. Na mini abema je yisifuo ka nemi me mentu omase cause this registration exercise ahye omo ka me particular na minim se bia omo ni ID dipim oye yama omo eyi ni ti ahye se ebedru bebi akoto sane ade bem na mu se no ani ye nani e ba kire na ade ye nani e ba kire de ansha na eniema nkwa te se de ayepe and the share so if my say electoral commission omo my say omo ye ankran adwumaku a omo nko na omo ye omo adwuma betimi aye omo adwuma what I say omo ni omo adwuma nti no ye say omo e ma me jemi first jemensa ono enenim na adwuma nti mo me nje adwuma ne fama no kura me ye ka say first shaloto say practice no ye ma ono no say obetime engagement ye nya ma no ama ye sanfa to ni say enne ewrade adoma sa eda eye eduasa nwotwe no mo de ma ye no aso na say so mo san be ka biom say ananafo din afoforo din apiem di a na ye nti o ma say because mo say me independent body mo betime aye mo adwuma sa de etie bibia nkeka wo bi ntime ma na se motimi de bibi sa abra to plema se bibi se sidi a na yedi omo ya bebrebe share registration in course wo ho ko eduma ko peso aso a ewra Rashid ne ewra to force peso aso minima baya ba ko a ye gene ID card because yesu ofi ashai man e be register wo no obo ne house address and everything and ye card ne man ewie na ye G card different something there be yesu obi register one person wo so yesu obi register one person atobedi mu adanse kwasa me frɛ wo bisa wo asem obi register one person so a wotimi de sa hyehyɛ ye na egu akwam sɛ obi nko obi ho no nko register obi nko obi person so nko register obi ntimi free baby sa man be register first Ghana card you kra wo ko register mo say GPS address
Yes.
Me ho check was a GPS we no be 30 minutes na me da shit wo cause me ni me person am so me ni media and you so na me nye calls it's na no na ma me mu say na omo jo omo adwuma it's all this address and everything no so muti me recommend na say so wo be ka say nkrofo di wo mu biem a na de na mo pese omo kire and it's just omo yo omo adwuma yie na we are should here je we di basa ye bebe December 7th se tu aba bia and should here was any si for beka send people person mo wiem eni tu no mo yes an wo ko eye from antem aye Volta regional ye nim se ho no ye NDC for stronghold necessary here is a omo cross borders and school for the year mini akwata kan let's say banners and necessary an NDC for number of people and na mo expect say omo benya obi na bebrembo amboti ama omo but because the exercise no cause ntino omo bedwen say eye MPP for boapa you bi omo person nkofo beto ama omo person nkofo be ya ID card na omo ntino omo de sa na ma hyehyɛ so ho na so omo di dwuma bi sa wo person ane so ho no iti adie wo ye bobo ba say adie na ho pampan na e ba you say that ne be yet wohu you say that ne be de pupu ba no eno kire wo de ya nhwe ne ya December ebesie ya nhwe ne December Easy board mensa and same way must start to register because mo be registration and ye pre won say ebe ya aka dada na ye de tue fa nto ne sa se there be enkrofo wuwo ananafoɔ wɔ mu amanfoforɔ dofoɔ wɔ mu nti yɛyiyi ɔmodin firim no kromo yiye firim nti ɛba ne sɛ de din foforɔ asa ne piem hwɛ registration mi so obi timi bɛtena hɔ minya kasa mani ko twɛ sɛ me sɛ ntamidi ho krakye bi a all register na yɛ bisa the date of ɔbɔ bɛɛ mmiɛnsa ɔbɔ 2020 ɛbɔ 2017 ɛfɛnsɛ 97 ɛsan bɔ 96 ada wo ne yɛ wo mmiɛnsa ada woyɛ basibilia bubɔ names saa nti na no kura kyerɛ wo sɛ kasa nipa no ɛka wɔ sɛ ma ne kwani sɛ yɛ register no bɛyɛ register no ɛno ne kyerɛ sɛ nipa bi saa no wɔahwɛ ni ɔyɛ Ghana ni
how to say accessibility deal where be around no date of birth you know retract that statement
ma retract that statement but me die ne sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ bia onimo sɛ deɛ ɔbobɔ age ni bia yɛ wɔ ne to aso mmiɛnsa na yɛnim die a
then I really if
both date of birth but month ne deɛ no ano ɔbɔ month ne so ana ogina but born 97 born 96 born 2000 Inti ɛno ne sa nka wɔsɛ saa nipa no bia ɔdi obi wɔsɛ ɔdi obi a nipa no nim yie sɛ ɔyɛ Ghana ni anaasɛ ne mada kwa sɛ ne date of birth ɛfɛ sɛ ne wedding card bi kura na ɔde bɛba na ɛno no akyerɛ the birth cert bi kura na ɔde bɛba na ɛno no akyerɛ wɔn inti ne saa nkɔfo yi na register mo to mo gu mu saa inti deɛ bɛba no
but how to say o kwa o timi kai o the energy o date of birth bi sa
ade na menkai mekai pa ade mekai ko twere mi di me Ghana card wo mi di me ID card
yeah what that mean
o say me be bom age wo person kata police
but yeah
me be bom age ye wo nyem bi wo hono mu a e wo personal access into no and no some proponi na ya register on what for me digital producer prompt if you know I'm no some proponi no it's not register mo ina peti o mo gu mo dia say ya na beba
person who say only with date of birth because
I know my date of birth
as you
I know my date of
birth
yes me my date of birth yeah what I say I have me a month I future I found what is
what is that someone who date of birth
producer like young queen me ha
you into the electoral commission ya mo dia be ye be search men so abeka into no all we are hoping is say one can say before December 7th no mo be sweep through register no
na mo be dey hu kekan wa wo
say no it's up to them
yeah kekan wa wo because adie we na adie obi o hono no ba Ghana ha na he de onye so be ko the crew
say omo hu anko omo ba out
na me dey yeah how many say one thing na yeah how many say wonim say won free on mind bi ade na bi mu ya leje for sa wonim say won free Ghana yeah registration ko register bi agiten wo ko register ade na me fa say wo ye China ni wo ye Nigeria ni wo ye Brazil ni wo ye India ni na say wo de wo ID card wo de ko register ma wana eno ne kire wo adwene wo wutirim wonye was wonye on mind ni na wo kwa register no adwene da wutirim wonye adwene na say wonya ameriko bi kura na ayekutupa wo from mind mu from mind iti no kokoro bi so na say wo nka ho a ye ade enkonko seniema wo nti say ya dwa ye mufuo etwa fine ahoro mu fine mo ba be so na tie gum afeni ye baba peke grabosa mu die gum afiri mu wo wenye ya digesem kwa agigesem etu de bia ne ye ka wo se ye hu so mo yes anso na omo ha adwen wo mind wo akotena so ye mo akonya ne mo aba betena so that doesn't mean say bibia wo me wo de wo be follow wo eno na magutafo ne nutafo sisi abasabasa ye tu ntwada wo basabasa ye tu ntwada wo hono no cause bia dia ka nutakofo wo so omo ye na nam so gutafo sisi no mo so empeso mo beja wo nti ko empeso abi so na wonim sesa won firi wo no ma omo ye bibia fa wo ho njim ya ma wakonya se besna ha no mo nche so betumi abetutu asem aba besra ye niema ye ka ma na ne fo na meka de akere omo ama foforo so fo na ye ya di matino man mo sra ye niema Mumubi, more say near my won't free Ghana, be one of my father, Jimubi. A banner, mamma, or more years, my coromidjuman, I had your mouth. Oh, easy for so this is so much diminution.
On the other, it's a yeah, yeah, from our part was to say about near register as a kind of delegate or registrant. It is the same, it's up to them. So, maybe he's a it didn't have foreign names, mine was free before December 7th. Yes, Sadia.
Pay your tour, but you really see a cocoa to be a.
The enemy found cocoa was on more about Atabeka.
Debbie, share, no one give it to me about.
Some will be here from it.
Wouldn't share? I deal with LPP Blue, so Becca say you and this Lucy, and this in particular, or Mulu, so Becca said, woman. The coquad and your friends.
Who's a letter from
the coquad and your attention? Stanley Cannon.
And before we bring a car, simply, we have Sophia who can't sing ya. Sophia or can't sing me, say, a truck commission, what was to treat you now, what cheap.
We are you when we are.
When you know, we need Italian, but if I'm 20 and Yamra, electoral commission for 7. Then some more car, the electoral commission to us to treat you know, don't come treating near Hardy. Once a family be no car, soften, right? Options only yes. What he done? Major retired. They be a mechanic. He did bless on we did the free reason. Yeah. Or can say electoral community was trading we are. One might be seen yet. See, I for fan. That's a no ordinary kind, no meaning one. Let's go there, be one or just said ye corner. We go to major retires and ye or experience it.
Some winning.
So one of the soldier for the ones and you was here. Old Sudan never dies. You know, if you beer who saw me be not. They must see the photo on suffer. I mean, Uncle break can't some moon yet to suffer. And I heard easy for him, but I say, oh, dear. A move and go one day when you must say. But I'm sure I was a walker as a battle and said, I'm Coba who failed. Oh, you can't go tree, you catch them. You catch them the dear moon tree. Oh, then see, on bed the Omonias and one in Ghana for the year a peace. Some pay ye and we as we are as we are bound. And for my son, Magana, would ye hear us would be? Yes, would be. Why is hammer and a 4 registered with the air? And yes, like an old one come with you, you got more claims and also foreigners ding.
And we'll cry ye,
my vision as a foreign woman and fast wear bass on the
98 days. Yeah,
they say, dear, was moving foreigners will be here from a old no. What do you mean, yes, sir? For his meaning free one. It's not the same. What's it say? A boy.
It's one from Rica, but Tiago, when Tiago in the show.
The matter was, I won't be easy. But I'm your phone. One assembly one, I mean, Timmy was that for Banyan Public.
Now, yet, what's up a next story there? Some way, which is say, a passing and come was about 90 persons have been arrested for not using Medina Adenta footbridge. Now, a woman, young Medina Adenta footbridge, you can't perform you should. Other roadsides are footbridges. They don't use them. But I think some Medina Adenta they normally have fatun. Now we every motor transport and traffic directories. Now, sister station Bako Etimia Bon Homadi and a reporter. Before you arrest 2 on me, you will move video about the video near ready. But number they are police for at this 90 persons here because of sale or more alpha footbridge. I can't video here ready. The police has been ready and put the member make us to show Eddie or more from Kaka. Now answer me. Miss Philoma, my member watching. I didn't know who said footbridge in Wayana company said they need footbridge into the map. Can't come from Ayrton. As it says we have footbridge and we don't use it. Why is it like that?
Ghana forbidden woman, yes, they be young cousin a dear Mabro. Medina dear woman, or more kind, son, make I pa. Omukasa one a castable bone for and a Medina quine a highway, only young some swap.
They tell almost working a car, so almost a young girl be school girl be a car born a residence, maybe a more the pressure to
and yes, some
footbridge
It's Medina D a friend last year. And I want to start to say Popia. So a month for so. Our police for crap judge now. At the senior crapos for the Sujina one. Ya Ghana for being a near me be one of my ya. Johnny ye dear Mabro. Brana in some swony honor. We were complaining, sir, a buying by some so on. Cause a castable born for four. None of crap. Tasu could need a wooking. A shame for the brayam. Me and Tianumi. We didn't attend to my year. I radiadum. There's just some swear to say.
Before I say what to us, the person who have video. Now, you buy a to us.
They've caught tens of people, not only 10, more than 20, more than 30, who have been detained at the Adenta District Police Headquarters, and we're having caution being given to them by Mr. Kwesifori and the rest of the team. Now, this has been done to ensure that nobody becomes a victim the next time around. So, just by way of education, they are detained in the meantime, not in the negative sense of the word. Of course, they're wasting their time, and it includes even school children. So, those accompanying adults decided not to use the footbridges in the company of these school kids, and then even those in secondary school and normal adults. How are you?
I'm fine.
And where do you go to school?
Adenta.
Adenta. And you were crossing the road?
Yeah.
But what did you have an adult crossing the road with you? Or you were crossing the road alone? You were in Josephine. So all of you were in school. Ideally, you should have somebody you cross the road with, okay? So next time when they want to take you to school and you have to cross the road, say you want to use the footbridge, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Kwesifori, I know this is not in a negative way, but you're detaining them to make sure that the right things are done. What are you doing to them currently?
Now, looking at your campaign and looking at what police intend doing, today we're going to advise them. It's going to be like a school where we'll be talking to these little ones, some of the parents and the elderly who also have, endangered themselves by avoiding the food bridges and, going through the rough way. So now we're going to educate them, caution them, and see no more. And because it's a community project, this is a symbiotic relationship between the police and the media, which you are championing. You in particular, Joy FM in particular, is championing.
Joy News.
Joy News
as well.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to them not to do it again, because some of the little ones are going to school. You can see some are the youngsters and other schools. And we'll be going to the nearby schools as part of the project with the police PR team to educate them to use it. So it's not going to be the enforcement aspect alone. We're going to do a lot of education, sensitize them, and to embrace good habits, good attitude, to support the state. Whilst following that demonstration, government demonstrated this goodwill. So it is up to the people also to use these facilities, and we don't want to witness knockdowns, injuries, and death on the highway anymore.
And you better a sister station, Joy News, for us to say on what to send the report we MI, so you said, and for 90 people were Chiwome. And you said, okay, Abana and said, this is the first time I hear Chiwome, but the first time I was shot and crowd. I go school woman, I will for any a big woman. About pattern woman, but what they say, any bed said, as educated, but it's from the bed educated woman. Not among the essence of footbridge now. Not among importance I walk into and next time I won't say we use footbridge now. Now there's no need to almost sign a channel and now almost traffic see and son of month see as road. I could track committee. I say what is from no bed educated woman. especially in Crana woman, or more the Ocasem Chama, come with Trimuntino. Or more the essence of the footbridge, and probably they will know how to choose it. And Miss Florida, before I say about cautious of you, now, Ocasa. What to shop, I'm not Mr. Richard, so I didn't the account.
Bridge ni dia na making. Said ya bidi kakae no. Ghana fo na ye complain. Say, cars bo bon crofo wo hono. And it's true. E hono na highway. Car ba wo akwai te se motorway. Ube hu ne se car ni na mo chichichichichi. Wo ya se wo cho be wa na abel. Inti na abai ne dwen ne manfo. E ye sansam so no e de ma ho. Nkwala ye chi omo ka nkwala impenifo ne yanka nkwala ne beye kwase nkwala ne omo hwe ya na mo na omo tutu omo de beye ne na nkwala ne so beye de tu a na omo tie nti wo pedi mo akwa ase wo twa kwam akwala kato so ba kogina wo atwam wan hwe na ka akwa kobo obi na esande bi fofraba na mi bi sasat munnim se na ase wono na mo fa na feiva mo na mo ma ye sei sika bebre e de yesa esamso ne de ma mo Munim say na a favor mutimi twam am hotom mo you okay with it is that complaints na mo ye no that I say mo kasa bebrebe no hwe eto de bia wo hu yan kasa na ye di e ho abro eto de bia yetimi ka ya asem sa na ma yofo yo mu mfie yetimi ka ya asem sa na MP bi na afa na say government bi no on fie e se de wo yi de niama wo de o ye de ma wo hu faso de bia wo ho na wasan ba be ye foforo do ye no ye hu faso de bia wo so na be ye foforo wo but maybe say no ye de bia de make say e be ya kan sisi sa fence sa net bi na e ye de kwan
say wo ye
na de ye no connect no ko etimi te mo ye nkura ho etimi te la pass say la pass nsamso e ufinya me che ba say ya ye faso o e ye ya ne ye twom ne ye wura net no ne ye ko I still cry you go be say traffic la pass traffic in grano and ka ba hu ne mama mo na nka onye nsamso wo ma ye was a one no say highway who twom ma cars need to me ma wo kwan sa ade traffic na asans anka ye go be say ka ban baby be say na ka bibia ye kama medina di aban ye obi ani je because ya sa me be ka bia na mo ye di ama ye sa enka ye kama na say be ya me na be ye nkosi koda e be ha je ebe ha adwen iti enwa no Ghana fie just ya se di e ho abro no medina for mo fa samso no so munti na de ne wo ho munti na ya bridge ne wo ho no munti mo fa so ya nya maka o nya ama moto ya nya ma obia ya kasa ya na ban ne dwe ye ho ye de si ye ho ti dia ye ne kra ne se efe ti dia se akome ne ho no kama ya fine mo re na wadodo na se sisi an wadodo ade mpono meti ya de ama mo ya che mo ade na yin aba ya fa na sa ase ono na apesa ofa ase we ni mwa wa hye na ba ko hye wuo na ya ye bibi foforo de ama manage ye no a ma we ta emre sai na obefo wo be yusu de aforo ade we enti e be sure Ghana for se mun sai ye di ankasa ye ho abro no mo ma ye njai say ye di ho abro no na ye nyusu nsamso di abane be ye bia ye nyusu ye sika de ye moma ye nyusu nsamso ne ntini ye ye mfa so mane nye wo nye design keke e wo hono wo hu ntino ya ase de di ho abom de sa na meka e di ho abro dodo wo hu
mama audition by Richard so I na you know so a different view if as asem we am Mr. Richard as always also want to say e ga na for na so a din do na say would be dinner any affair and I'll be bisa
na ne fe wo hwe wo di after wutimi ko kuro bi so nsuo na wo hwa e ka say empanta we bi e da so a ana kura le ebi wo ebubu ama na ka say kura ye fa so it's wo ntimi ka say ye mfenti ye mfa so
Mr. Richard also
Medina for us man okay enye na start here say afra say to last year the kai sa ta na mu school mate back ebia
yes story fa
yes I story kwa ba me kan ho asem wa but them say Medina for now so wadin ya na e wo mu hwe to be twa kwa maka abo die ene ka wo spend hours ɛde kɔ fo bridge na nkɛyɛ ɛbɛboa wo ɛsiane sɛ mo ara na mosu twa agyaadwoɔ aban yi bɛyɛ fo bridge ma yɛ o bɛyɛ samso ma yɛ o ɛwɔ asɛdeɛ koraa ɛwɔ sɛ wɔfo because we need choice na ɛyɛ me dɛ paa sɛ polisifoɔ no so gyinagyina hɔ a wɔn de mmaa gyina hɔ mo nso bɛtwa ɛmu sɛ wɔn ana to a wɔn mu no wɔn ankasa wɔn ahwɛ yie mmerɛ bi na mi kɔhyia filo magina na mi nim mi yɛ sɛ mi kɔtwa kwan nim ɔpa no polisi ni no Crazy about what the bomb here na so lucky na press card is that go na. Oh officer, sorry, please go and use the food break. Me so many na chini. E ho na me kwa yede. E ko fro ye. So enti no bambo mu sem no mo
how
o mo mu ye.
But what we educate public no book of fast. O san ko di twa no ma ni di.
Na me ni as ma make want want.
Na say bread no wo ho no, dey say bread ni. E wo mani pa say ye mfa so.
Na ba na me ni.
Unim say fa bread ni.
Baby, let me say we twa kwa nim sa no a. Because I want say Ghana for who is a zebra crossing will be out. We twa kwa no be. If you make a fast zebra crossing, so no matter man.
So say no go you free o.
What you say? It's going to buy a trap no there be. Apo na ba mo amanya asem. E no kan ko kwa ngi tu mo ko. Nti asaf ensamso no my asa akudot no. When ma akudot. Akudot kwa dia. Eso e great sa. But I know watching you. You fa ja ba me le bo mu sa akudot no. We dey we wa akwa asa. Efu mu ye hi die na enso no. Forget no na mo mfo. Adene wa pa, adene wa. Me ani be
Voter region.
Mami me ka say. Me am de be ni kuma am say, "Ai! We dey just go for so mo mfo adi." But we need choice. I was say ofo. Ini pa kwa hu hia. Chance say we be waste time e dey akofo sa adi. What dey make am say? Enti abamofo no dey make am say omonye bambos dey wo ko. Bi obey na so obey na ho obey ho osi ama kwa Kristo sum bia no omuni ni pa was sawasi ku obey mi nsem tu kola wani bia obey steady so omunye bambo na nkofo no omunye su full break no dan so obetwa kwani amaka na bo because enkwa de hu nia ba enkwa very very important bi ani pa ya ebia ka do na mana wi ni dia da so de bebre o man you know, dinner for the mechanics of Miss Revo, or uses and Samson. And say if persuasion fail, force must be applied. So, when I say, oh, you swear, and almost use force, no, to be beer of Ben was all flat in the piano. One the team my pastor will be king in the now. Where's I the end? Almost for when yes, as your own young maybe. They be aware to choose a trap maybe. Ebe fine man e do ya ko tumbe aboso mi nsezi yes a o be hu nyanso o twa kwa ni tebe ya o yes a de be bo aba mpi no o hwe na o be ye mra bi a o nyesa amra bi o na o mo use sa full break no e fo mo family kwa so e ye bo ka asa de wa tum next time ko ba bi mu a ye be bo ka na se de be tum so be fo sa simple ayi wi no wa mo ye wo mo ba o mo forget no mo fo wala dia wapa ko ai no wonder them go for no complain ana madam fu bia me ne ko fu sa me be me bodi no aga so ni me ono go fu kwa no adwa ta de mi ne ma de me de ma bread do so mo ti be ya o mo nyamra na ya nti nye kama de mi so beti mi aka no ya
na ka o pesa ko
ye kan tenten a so ga ko pe bridge say the dog nsuo isu and no kura no nipa fa so yes and no problem
all of the bridge into one fast he no confa nsuo no
oh there be on say and no there be and no do ha no betimi aka say met na ka mu afa so me fa mo to afa so but still on for fast so
try bridge be na o ka
so papa dey da nsuo ni so
ado be bridge no
so ga ko pa die no so ga ko pa from Sokoto to so ga ko pa die na make
ado be bridge no
ado me wa
When they said they are kind of saying that river voter no so na o
I don't make
I don't know.
You didn't play go fast.
And one.
That's the other bridge.
Whoa. And when you say, what's a quiet one, Nipa Faso?
Yeah.
What they can now so can we yes. When you change to another Nipa Faso, Nipa Chaco and Chaco.
So your choice.
So my any party I was side, pedestrian walk with our side.
No, choice.
And no next I was there, and no next crash I was there. And you be anymore.
They don't want to say I do for you.
I have a car.
I do not score.
And we have a car. And on the salon, on one with the insuria, dear, and I'm so. On more crowd, dear, on one and I'm so say, I can't let 10 on one with the 10 on the crowd, on one for Kanimoto, back on the bill, because I make what I need to my family. On more faso. One I'm so when you swing, a channel. And no plan is to a one I'm so. I won't come one shin year. How the boy cool one. And no one will say I didn't want to do now for Sobia, and I told you why.
Into Ghana for a best the footbridge is there for us. Use it to cross the street to and fro. And yes, and the hot to beautify society. It's there to protect you. Into the Rohana, I can't say, oh, for footbridge now, and Manu be the police patrol, my show. So 90 people are watching me say, we a first time, why side we. I'm going to serve as deterrent to others. Say, we're not going to educate you, or not know the essence of the footbridge. And so you have to know the essence of the footbridge is there for you to help you cross the street. Let's say car to reduce road accidents and so on. And it's not a footbridge. So we have to know the essence of the footbridge. Now, after so yeah, to us the next story. No. Pregnant women continue to die in Fana due to lack of health. Now, Fana is a wakra. Your Bruno be the Fana, a island community, between lagoon and the sea. Now, a island community in Honor need social amenities, but be wanting pregnant women or oh, I can't say for the past 6 years or more, because you are when you're labor or Tinake, that the nature lagoon let neighbor crew and son when your health facility be able. Now, I can't say, baby, so a one or more. Be so working, no, I'm a kind of say, or moon try to and son of a cranaba. Yeah, but in your reporter, a fast story. And to say, already a back of share. Now, it's okay, until reports near radio. The producers Emma May alert now, yes, shares our reports. Now, and you're ready to be about to us now. Final crazy, so no, say Kagana had it. Baby, I be a kaini. And the hospital per se, what is the example of Fana? Say a war, I can't say, Gas South Municipal Assembly. Island community, no health care being and to know only health facility, social amenity. Island so they say, can I say almost say it's in between the sea and lagoon. Also, dear, we need what a surprising.
Surprising. If something, there is something now, it's me get to help.
Yeah, Honor, member of parliament or can I say, Honor. And so who said, oh, there is this particular place in my constituency. So said me,
because over 6 years a dear, a Cronus no more more assemblyman.
So I said, yo, and so young share report in your buy back as
Maroko, Emily Buffy, Yapona Givio, Kamaito, Jicasama Boji, your wife, Cassia Robojo.
35-year-old Kwame recounting how her wife in 2018 delivered their first child in a canoe en route a chief's compound miles away from the island community.
I went fishing when my wife was in labor. She delivered on her way to the hospital in a canoe. The hospital is very far from where we live. I was afraid something might happen to my wife because the health center was a distance away.
His wife is lucky to have survived, but the fisherman is worried because his wife is now 7 months pregnant, expecting a second child soon.
I am now afraid that something may happen to my wife the next time she labors.
The only way to access the community is by canoe. With no electricity, water, and other basic amenities, pregnant women and other members of the community in dire need of healthcare will have to risk their lives by sitting in paddling canoes without life jackets for close to an hour to reach the nearest health facility.
There's anything that can help an individual or people here so that they will be able to give birth. That is why normally when they're in a labor, people normally convey them in a boat to Chokome or the other side, that is Pamblos, before they can do deliver.
Rosemary Dassi is also a resident here. Her water broke in the dead of the night last year. With no canoes operating in the night and no traditional birth attendants, she had to wait for 4 hours to get a canoe, enduring severe pains and putting her life and the baby on the edge.
It started around 1 a.m. I felt funny, and my husband called his mother and grandmother. They confirmed my time was due. The canoe came around 5 a.m.
Rosemary delivered, but she does not want to relive the same experience.
I was in pain and I couldn't sit in the canoe. After an hour, we got to the banks of the river and I was told to quicken my steps. I got to the hospital and delivered safely, but it was a horrifying experience.
Pregnant women aren't the only victims here. Other sick persons face similar challenges too. They rely on first aid until they get access to canoes, which are not readily available. Rosemary now has 2 children. She tells me how she takes care of them anytime they are unwell before seeking medical attention.
I take my children through steam inhalation or give them some herbs anytime they are unwell until I get a canoe.
Health personnel visit the community occasionally to provide life-saving health services like immunizing their babies. Today is one of such days, and we tag along community health nurses at the Botiano Clinic as they embark on a journey to Fana. We finally reach the community trapped between the sea and the lagoon. Onansis Kankam is a visiting nurse.
If there is money, let's say every 2 weeks, we're able to come. But if there is not money, once in a month, then we try our best and then come. Yes, yesterday a similar one just occurred, but by God's grace we were able to say
what happened? Can you narrate what happened to me?
You see, there are a certain area that when we get, the sea has just joined the lake, so it makes it difficult to pass through the waves. So we were stuck, but let me say with the techniques of the captain, that is the one driving the boat. And by God's grace, we're able to say today it's not easy. It's not easy. If you don't, if you're not a man, let me say that if you're not a man, you cannot come. You rather go back, or you feel reluctant to come to this particular area to work.
An asthmatic patient died here earlier this year. Sister of the deceased, Gifty Akoli, spoke to us.
He had complications and died in a canoe before he could reach a health facility.
Half a dozen newly born babies have died in the past 6 years because they could not get to a healthcare facility early enough. Son of the chief of the community, Bestman George Edbe, tells us more.
Actually, bear to my knowledge and based on what I've come to, clinically about 6 people who have delivered on the way, bear to my knowledge. That's what I've heard and what I've seen. But clinically, 6 people have delivered on a baby.
And how many have lost their babies? And
yeah, actually, that's 6 people that I'm talking about. 4 people lost their baby on the way. 4 people lost their baby, and 2 have lost their life. 2 people lost their life, and 2 people lost their baby.
Until the government comes to the aid of the community in dire need of healthcare centers like that of Fana, many lives will continue to be at risk. Henry Kwesi Bedu for Joy News.
Maroko emeli bofi nyapono jivio kama itoji kasama gbo jivio bofi meva kasi orobojo.
35-year-old Kwame recounting how her wife in 2018 delivered their first child in a canoe en route a chief's compound miles away from the island community.
That was the people of Fana. The report you just watched was the people of Fana living in the Gansouth Municipal Assembly of Greater Accra Region. And that is the state in which they are in. There's no healthcare facilities, there's nothing like a school, there's nothing, no hospital, nothing. Then before they come to town, unless they use a canoe, and the pregnant women for the past 6 years, a lot of them have been losing their lives. The gentleman we spoke to first, he said he went to fishing. It's a fishing community. Now, Osha Island, I walk in between the lagoon and the sea there, it's a fishing community. Now, gentleman just said he went to fish, and when he came back, his wife has already delivered. So there's no hospital, there's nothing. Now before Soloko Hospital, I and also they're about 1 hour distance before you get to town or before you get to the hospital. Now 1 hour, I walk around within 1 hour. If you look some video here, you can share. Then I'll bet me I can find about people living in Fana state or move.
Edi kind bridge na America was a say I don't correct myself. I used to walk up in the America now and yet I don't bridge. Na said ya na America na shesia e ko share video. Mo boko some person so omu vote. Omu buy registration. Omu be vote. And some buy omu vote year registration and as a year registration vote. E wo person so on. Omu be assemblyman e wo hono and some what to aba e dia mama mpini yo mampini si abanja so. It's an air mo bo say asem omo baby sa ne twa omu eja. Me kwa ye ne kwa nkamenti kro bi sa kra dinda. Na enkram de we no was enkram pupu de man tem ha. Hey, Accra. Oko most villages obi to go say me ba Accra. Obi to go say me kwa nkran. Obi to na ka so be ka nkra na ma aye we kakra. Obi akọ be o say me ba Accra. Enkram pupu de man tem be bi pa na tadan sei. E wo sa ne de. Asefem. As a film, was your name say you were a crab and you were on my wood, texture near the idea of one. But this particular crobby senator dying the same, you mean she be paid. Me who go on Kamuman and this tells you, say, some personas one or more bread. You have a pack of shame, that said you near pack of shame, you know, one, the call on more. I remember Parliament, I'm also a honor. Oh, what some personas so on. I won't call for 2 about the amount. Unkofo timi atu abadia ma na hospital any one for 6 years o say Ghana ehia ni antu aba you for to baby a Ghana
before so ba krom no aje utina nsuo so
amanya fo hwe wo dia tena ho e ba na campaign betu akọ ye be kwakọ bi nti na me ka say we ni say wo se wan ka say utu ana monko ho no yes utu ana monko ho no na kwakọ bi so mo nsem ba ko menu mi ensem bi. That one so who kasa from a friend who evidence be o kasa e wo ho ana say who experience be o kasa who ko hu ya obeka ho asem but a one definitely on be assemblyman wo kuro ne so e bi be wo ho me kuro so ko villages be bre e wo ho no ma me hu di assemblyman ni wo dia wo hu no kura ne ba the signboard ba be si junction na nko fota fa so me hu say o kuro bi say na assemblyman ni into near war or be on more champers one so on ma near my way na ka was on na on share na ne man for enya ya e be say school ni
also doctor Baba kupekula ono opakra o tasati na
kenu mu na eba hono na de ebi se ne se nurses bebre wo hono mo a omuti fe mu nya adwuma nye nurses bebre wo hono mo a anka bia ebi se si hospital a ebetimi akohwie o mo ebu hono mo aye adwuma empeso wo hono mo ko adwuma wo ho but ya na ye hu adwuma bebre wo hono but ya nkasa na ye hu was bia ebi se na sa ban 88 hospitals you all see so ko si ba ko wo hono ma ebe bo ampeso anu so fo abo mo nye adwuma ya na so mo tifie ebe bo mo so saa so na nipa o free nchen ya bia won se wo to be hospital bi na ye to ko hospital ya omo wo eche wo hu omo so be ya ho faso de omo around no omo so betime ya ho faso de nti ebe sure eye penimu apeni a ya to aba ma wo ye wo se wo assemblyman e wo fa na mpesoa no so se je wo betime ya ma wo manfo no eno ane hospital bro hospital ni so de na chese bibia to sin katra bibia to sin enye pro bia mpo na hospital wo so but at least e wo around the bebo wo manfo a eye na eye and here lies the case agi omo fa kanu nso ansa nti ne de obetime ye de obo manfo bia e be stress to ho na 110 for 6 years de em de chese apem for me wo de bebrebe na ai omo so omo jare omo ewu mpo de ye nka nti e be stress de obetime ye de obo manfo bia de be sa pepepe na fama wo na bibia ye ka ya kasi betu na mo akofa na ho no mo akwa se de ma si ankasa etie wo
na Mr. Chempa also go e ya final state o ma sitre mo say okay mo
ami ana Ghana hana yete ne die ana ni mebu ana otia awre ko as esan as fe so ana se nko fu aso nko ara mo nka Ghana abaya ba 6 years ekofo wuwa ni wapemfo ewuwa ni and was a banza omuntu aba omonka Ghana no sabi saa empeswara so no na so nyani bia ni ho ana assembly woman bia ni ho ana MC bia ni wana DC bia ni ho a omuntu mi lobe ma aban ntimi nkosi asabia na sa maternity ward bi ho a
clinic
ebe ti ya jin ko fu awo ana se mi se no tia na eya ye because awo mu nsem ya no bent wo de hu bi da awo aka oba pa na wo kam na wo to na wo he things ne ahotre ne ho yira no a
o bi pen
o ma hu bi pen se me na ji awo do mo no fe no ji awo ya it me hu bi pen let me shop at akra ipa ne ya no hwie nye yie restless helpless then ipa no fu is say bi awo kano na from ni fie to baby a maternity wo be dwa kwagya wo ne mu wa afse de ne besi
ana distance so
omo ele om toka mu kura se bibire no omo mfa ni jisa na kanu le me sense abani ntwa na ni enkora sa abia ye ho isa za asefim na awe ho nso o tell me kana se
you so man
etino
to me
ibi abani shebo so mbesi hospital ni ade omo twa ho na jana mesre se bona die fine MC ECE assemblyman MP omo omanu minimum ntimi nlobe na bayan ntimi mesi maternity ward do ma pemfo a abreni na omo hwere omo nka na nya saa dia abayan no wote eho no nye bibia no behu iti ministers na said di omo na represent abayan no MPs no assemblyman no MCs no omo na represent abayan no e wo saa community ko no it's woman ebe said we say no be draw an attention to that particular place. No what we see maternity ward no na woni a afura mo kwa wo so no wetimi awo afom pa. Anya sa dia wo be koso ego bi na kanu no dwane be ya ni dwane Na speed be ya na go mu a quantum. E nko do afana na wo be yen di sei. Na wa yen di sei. Asa sem go ka banku no. Oh, nko. Nto mu ntwa wani nkwahwe aban ni ntwa ni engo isa no so ye Ghana fo. Mo so to aban bi. E do campaign, but mo so mo kwa campaign. They will go there. But on man for na here they will say, "You know one boy among them. Munya ma wo." They never bore man when here you. We PP you man never bore man when here. If you do it, that's all. What's the mechanism? It's a binding training for us up here or not. A people said because ma me bia na wo nya ba bi to aka wo nhwe. Said bi sa be koso. It will move on for you 2 years. Until you see maternity board be over. And 1 more 1 year, I walk on what was so much of 1 panel. Or much more and from by us.
I get member of parliament. I want that final honor a cow constituency. You have to do your job. So we
it's me to pass. Yeah, not the all Canadian agent copying for this one. Na once when to me and ya attention yeah bet me kura ma when you kwa bebutu
the best mon travel in kosho it's about 2 months in jail you also part of Ghana ma me ya me microphone so how me I am the best sense I buy in try to be kosho now yeah so that's what next story yeah 10 people have been arrested for rioting at Teshi. Now, yeah, I almost said Teshi me a crowd. And then I can say, on my fashion in one of my festival season one of you. Now, as I'm going to tell you, 2 or more days, you see police over say because of social distancing, we're reaching into my said, I'm bed here on my fashion. I want Teshi one of and a resident and walk on city or one TSC. Into no my demonstration. Now, your video, no, I have the people of Teshi. Away. And demonstrating against a police force. Now, tell you how much you want to for prison. And I would call a brand new man. I mean, on 31st August, and I will bet now as 7 I can't. Okay, it's no video near I read the young question. Yeah, I said, yeah, the people of Teshi, a riot, you buy a Casafa.
Reporting live from Small TV. Teshi man be a care, corona or no corona. I feel like man, I make a year for. Niji I make kusuni na ne wo. I make a year for kula. I make a year for. Eja abala gami wo. I make a be a ne care. Teshi manche o manche bell. Corona wo. Ashi kwa I make kusuni. Chani o mani aduno ablanye. Wow.
That's it for you. That's it for you.
rioting against the police, that they are preventing them from, I mean, celebrating their Commonwealth, the People Festival. I have to speak Ghana some more. So I don't know if it's right that the people of Teshi riot against the police, that because they wanted you to, I mean, exercise restraint. You understand? Because we are still in COVID-19 era. So we even look at how they're rioting. No social distancing. It was breached. So how much more preventing you from, I mean, celebrating Homo? Because even the likes of Eid al-Adha, the likes of Eid al-Fitr, and Easter were not celebrated as much. So why can't you also do that for Homo? And then if we are stopping you from celebrating Homo, you therefore retaliate and demonstrate against the police. And I actually tell you, they say, oh, yeah, you're more cocked. You're on 31st. Now, everybody has them. Now, my come against that, maintain your almost a worker fast as a Miss Philip, my Miss Latif. They are testing for a police for Chessel. Yamamu Yamu festival, yeah. But boom, social distance, moon is so. It's never ammonia. And I feel so more retaliating. The motions on Monty, as yes, I did, and nearly. Almost says in Yama. I said, well, it's only right, and I put it for the year one.
Say, a friend is say, they say, I grow bed die, if. And I didn't want share demonstration keka or more year plan. They said, your mother demonstration keka or more year plan. She said, your mother won't pimp, one. I said, distance beer, new social distance on fine year, Juma. For the beer near Juma, a big nose mask. Into no day next, just as a mom will kind say, or more year or more one now. On the social distancing, now didn't cause a more in groups. Nipa dom na maboche unku na moko. Nipa na abodom pem na moko. Nti mo beden na master asset, mo distance mo. Ye na no mozira mo for dia kwa na aye the whole Ghana. And na mo celebrate almost e dey fit us adaw. E na no mozira mi for dia kwa e oji. Mecca moko a Muslim fo yina biaya e songo ma omo eno no kra e oji. Ama ye na no Muslim fo etiase. Nti aden se enu anu techi for person ade we yesi one time. Aden na techi for person ade we eye den. Just simple thing afoforo ediso. Mundi so keke eno so demonstration men e wo. The occasion be boku eduma command one and this is the time e bi mo start do on festivals. Ni na hodi. Ni na hodi. Invitation for a best some munya abotre. A police for mo hono so. Omo ma bambo munya di, omo hye bambo mu kina wo hono. Dipa 10 no ma chi omo no. So mu any other people be on best omunye basa ya. Yenchi omo nka ho. Yenchi omo enfa nka ho. Mo ti asese ye ni normal time mu. Mo ti asese COVID-19 nko ye eda so wa system ni mu. Inti no omo bo mo bra, omo so omo ho. Wo di festival yi na sa COVID de chi na sa wu a, den na waye. Den na wagani. Inti de be ka show omo ane se omo nya abote na ntechi for. Se de nya na Mozambique for ne nya na Christo for Easter ni ade ye ndi no. The best se mu ina mu nya abotre. Munya abotre. Na wo kwapa homo wana kwa wo wi akwa party. Wo kwapa ba akwa akwa disco akwa jiweni. Disco na ya tumi. Nte he na abeko. Ehe na wo beko. Nte teshi for best strong so munya abotre. Se se ne ni normal times. Munya abotre se COVID ne kwa bibia dwumedi se de dwumedi ni tie bia. Ye bedi ma bibia ye kama na ka mu dwumedi kwa enwu nya me kura se bibia ka kire wa mambre me gine mu dendenden wo ho na so ni nyina akodi te best stress munya ntiase monte ye asrafo mu pesa so wo no monte o masne bibia enye kama na COVID ne kwa betimi ye de bibia betimi akobe bibia ye pe dwumedi ye pese ye di bibia no betimi ye di dem ka kra me ka fa.
Yo, Mr. Richard, remember also, Piana also the attention for you, Piana only on Muya and said, on the festival, you know, okay.
The only I read by one penny, Casabi, or Casabia, man on social gathering. But if you look at Easter, you need the other, you need the photo, because I can't buy a two more than 300. You know. That after Easter, ukuko akobe kama ba.
Yo,
I'm be asking, I think that if you apply only apply everybody into any man they eat any. Then, more in person, Unoga. Okay. One thing crank, I mean, I can cry. Oh, yeah, come and say, maybe come as him. Some way on person dear, please for actually, I had you to her. Common penny fees or easy registration, Kakran. The police for so much because of you are not adhering to the social distancing protocol. Yes. Mr. Sembu, how? Common penny car says it's here. Transport unit, they can operate fully. As some of you say, on social distance, I hear you, man.
One said, the entire of cars, a fast, I say, sir, tracing, and contact tracing or more young. If you want to say, yeah, dear, yeah, find the care that much. So, we be taken, I won't be family. I say, it's not that much to say if you near the sorry, the beer of what share with Bria. And no, I said, I say, come here. The father was a couple to be a no session. The bad thing so we bring our camp. It's not easy for the car was mass now. Say, be a stubborn. We cast it I'm telling you. What you say? It's a bien also get just into almost person almost be home or and I said, and now I saw a full number, me boy. Full number.
But social distancing,
It's a be a non-so where dinner soa. Unlimited number, the social distancing will also
a year Juma or one, because the wider churches need to on one or more community idea of media space yourself out. And I saw it down the so soon. Yes, maybe so Obama.
And so we use that plastic chairs, living and a single chairs that the boom. Any there be a space yourself out. Maybe say Obama, so we are buy a branch can see independent. You can't see yourself out. And to know, be a non a mood or Macassa Debbie. I draw for pretty food in the end, so yeah, when you be any. I never for them no more, and a higher pie was not a maca fired. Fuck, I open a maca, then with me, yes, space, yes. And to see, as I could be as in India, was 31st August, any pattern at you one more year. Into Yavana, a team when I'm running her client before the Cassassin, because if I'm no more default, it's I say, make us only default, while some could be as in India and again. A proper triad. Make us only default, but who had a ban on public gatherings there and a come out on my 4 tower, as I say. My penism be and yes, you moon inside my one. I'm a soft wood in our grand chill one. That on 1 hour would I say. So the young calling with yes and yes in India. Maybe more how I live like I say. But my yard is so. My yard was a demonstration. This time, any foot any other any. It won't be other than something a EBI as a Mosca or to my view.
Muslim for their premier in the back.
I can see and when it's a Muslim person who does a chill with ya and yet Brano and any Duma. It's the same with your okay. About why I started so dear. Yes, I have to jack. Somebody a car in the first time at least. Say, what Tiptoe in attention and walk over. Easy. I'm starting for Mr. Richard. Also, say, in your Nigeria for a shop, we had 2 mona age now. Also, say, you can't say, yeah, how I would do. Sir, I say, we answer now, I'm telling you, the Founders Day. Cousin, and then as I say, we were chassis. You were a crime chroma. Then penny food, quiet, route beer. No cry announcement, police food, and you should have 4th June. And then announce one who PF, yes, it's as almost say, boom, Lanos. Now, as our foreign people are already dead, the boss, you are not coming from your own agitation. Sadly, we start saying it. And then ask them cry. And a good afternoon, so I be so as Butafoɔ asɛm no ɛka ne sɛ that GIPC Act 856 clause 27 no ɔmo mfa nyɛ adwuma. It's on my press conferences upon press conferences. Ɔmo ne aban akɔhyia biahyia mu still ɔmo ti bi ahwɛ aban no. Ɔti deɛ ntia no ɔmo take saa action na sɛ Ministry of Trade and Industry ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo hu sɛ concern a Buta de baeɛ no ɔmo agye ato. Ɛsiane sɛ Butafoɔ ɛkyerɛ sɛ asɛm a ɔmo aka ɔmo aban ne mfie ɔmo. Sɛ ɔmo a de bra no bɛhyɛ ɔmo sɛ ɛno nti saa na ɔmo sɛ Umasi abusu kan ne saa sɛ kɔ ɔmo akɔto shop no ɛsiane sɛ ɔmo fa amana ne nyɛ adwuma. And there was some necessary requirements bi a wɔsɛ woyɛ anani a womiti saa requirements no anyɛ saa wontimi ne dwa wɔ ha. Enti ɛno ade nti ɔmo kɔɔ sɛ kɔkɔyɛ saa adwumadi ne sɛ wo a wommiti that kind of requirements no yɛ ma ɔkwan ma wo operate. Ɛwɔ sɛ Tiptoe ne makwala nyɛ wɔn ho a makwala mu nyinaa kɛka. Nkɔkɔ a aborɔfo no bi wɔ shops a Ghana for in a dash. So they bunny dia. And I'm running GIPC Act 27 clause 27 Act 856. And you may go how you're in a won't be and Tom or Ghana have any ye. So they make an answer. And we say, Ministry of Trade and Industry, yes or no. Concern a good for their bay. And who near pa. It's yes, you will take action. Yes, I said, Yan ye be a more. And another measure of some idea open. Now, I mean, King Kind actually be answered wherever happened. GIP, so that's Ghana Investment Promotion Act 2013 1. 865 and kind close 27 and say and they can. Also, activities reserved for Ghanaians and Ghanaian owned enterprises. Okay. Also, a person who is not a citizen or an enterprise which is not wholly owned by a citizen shall not invest or participate in a the sale of goods or provision of services in the market, petty trading or hawking or selling of goods in a store at any place. It is a over pretty crown and it was a working. It is also ton there be a man among all kinds. That's according to GIPC law. And you have one, young of people are now treating so on ton phone covers in transfer many charges in the APC. More na and a force. And Branitia, young Queen. The operation of taxi or a car high service in an enterprise that has a fleet of less than 25 vehicles. We are not only quite a taxi, no, yeah, my point. What from running quite so when we are Ghana for India. And of course, a competition you won't mean yet. What other countries we are, we never is the only thing every man. Young Queen, yet also me answer. The operation of a beauty salon or a barber shop. We are foreign, I want to be a salon or have a man in a year. Would you be a barber shop? El Ghana have money in a year. Example for you, balance when you're Ghana near. You have every right to close your shop because according to Bano, who you quite to be type man or my women. Don't go anywhere. The printing of Richard's cars in American for the use of subscribers of telecommunication services. And now, circular more now transfer in this animal money. Mobile money and but we are in a say, do my we know have no right. 80. So, mobile on Casamasa. And you are for a dear woman. We are foreigner, you have no right. So we say, Emrano, Emratin Eka, the act. Tiboko, and then we jam a woman. Young Queen, the production of exercise books and other basic stationery. Who quite so tongue and woman also man. Say exercise book, say notebooks, say motivational books. No, you have no right to do that. Do that business in Ghana here. We a foreigner. We move as a decent man. After the production, no, was the retail of finished pharmaceutical products. So I'm going to know the wellness, no one's I don't know. We on an you have no right to engage yourself in that kind of business. I was saying, all aspects, no, the production, supply, and the retail of sachet water, and all aspects of pool betting business and lotteries, except football pool. It's in Ghana 4 months, so pure to more ton of traffic when you're getting in. We are foreign, I want to be just many worker. Yeah, we are foreign, I want to be just everyone who have money. And then was uncle, I know corner 77 almost 6 pounds. Because so going to me, Tom, it's almost detailed marketing. Making kind back. Which year, when you are protocols or fast one, which my agreement. Also, the minister, in consultation with the board, may be legislative instrument, amend the list of enterprises reserved for citizens and enterprises wholly owned by citizens. We're gonna afford the inquiry. We know quite after young court. The way and near my wing sana. What year did you Ghana have? It's where the IPC law, section 865, Act 27, and I'm just making. After my making Kaye, was a person who is not a citizen may participate in an enterprise other than an enterprise specified in section 27 if that person A, in the case of a joint enterprise with a partner who is a citizen, invest a foreign capital of not less than 200,000 United States dollars in cash or capital goods relevant to the investment or a combination of both by way of equity participation, and the partner who is a citizen does not have less than 10% equity participation in the joint enterprises or enterprise. It wouldn't necessarily come both here cannot invest in Ghana. And the price of when Ghana need and I yes every man. When your partner, when your collabo, and yes, won't mean any business will happen. So capital requirements and our goods now demands and some says you can no. You can't operate fully in Ghana. And I'm running. It's all cranny away from one end and the other over torn Ghana. I also make sure say near man as soon as you can put in my body. Yes, I am a Ghana. After young queen. So where the enterprise is owned by that person, invest a foreign capital of no less than I'm the name of the kind. A person who is not a person who is not a citizen may engage in trading enterprise if that person invests in the enterprise not less than 1 million United States dollars in cash or goods and services relevant to the investment. For the purpose of this section, trading includes the purchasing and selling of imported goods and services. An enterprise referred to as in subsection 2 shall employ at least 20 skilled Ghanaians. So we be more Ghana ha. If I say we are circle we, if you want be a phone shop here. One factor will fat Ghana for it before 20. And that's the reason why my wild coast and those kind of if you may and afford ya or my fat Ghana for or no more. Even though we cannot bro from the be on the part. There was some more now Ghana for. Who come a work Ghana for be on here, as I say. It is a fat who will be a shop man one fat Ghana for I'm a man, yet man. Who quite so to draw Ghana. That's why I say 1 million US dollars. Yes, I want to be a church, you Ghana, I may say, after yes, I'm quitting. Was the minimum foreign capital requirement of this section shall not apply to the foreign spouse of a citizen of Ghana to the extent that the foreign spouse is or has been married a citizen of Ghana for a minimum period of 5 years continuously or holds an indefinite resident permit prior to the registration of an enterprise. It before said, wait me a trade or Ghana, who have resident permit, and answer about why Ghana for 5 years. Now, babe.
Okay, any man in India cry, yeah, because I'm standing. If you come here, green card near the do a well blue.
The one crowd who will be your hand is a why Ghana more than 5 years. And that's all resident permit and just a woman where Ghana. And of course, go for how many resident permit wants to Ghana hat. Won't come to me, quite press at you.
And Osha and Roy were quite soon now, so I did be favor or mining and profit.
And I said, that's all
mine or mining move for.
We're refitted today. See what a bad way. I did for my Uma Abasa, yeah, on the names of a minister for foreign affairs. No, what she said, no. Ghana for Nigeria for you get Yabuso. You go kind of tell me, Ghana by. Yes, no, okay, it's a man who to quite for Nigeria, Gagi, or to tumble fruits this animal. Because you want to get young man from Nigeria. You know, we have some tumble fruits, we do not. Sounds like Ghana for us, yeah, cassette. If you go over how to make money,
no cover brain shops be brave Nigerians.
Ghana for yeah,
Nigerians.
And almost 2 good, you know. What's one of my
cost painters say it's not be brave Nigerians.
What you say?
Internet said, who sign when meet laws go according to beer, be a target beer. I was saying running here, so we'll bet media year, Juma. And I won't master.
Okay. I mean, you won't say each other.
I can't last one. I can't. I feel a citizen of Ghana, a citizen of Ghana who loses the citizenship by reason of the assumption of the citizenship of another country shall not be required to comply with the minimum capital requirement of this section. It is kind of already resident people and more come once. Maybe back in kind of art, maybe. Is it as a make a move on board? JIP don't mean yet if I never form of heaven. We are JIPC law now, Act 865, Section 27 now, Clause 1 now, and as I embroidery. It's in your days of no penny, I am not, and once a moment any year to me. We're going to could be my son for a open. What's the mechanism? I was say, one year at the end of work, according to the law. It's you know, and I found one person what's now deep as to be with ya. And they said, I'm not a can. I'm fine. Yes, I will be a unique.
That's it. Miss Flo, we are all very short now.
Maybe means someone a church one as a me final words and it's a Medina for and some sworn Muntina a binding year. Mumunti and some sworn woman. It's Munja is a more channel of kind moon. Munja is within a more far bridge in the soul. More foot bridge in this Muntina a woman. Sappy and a make. I need to catch a man for. Because someone fasten a car sample bob bomosana, a banner said behaging. Sappy and
then they whether women was a 70 account. Now, what I'll share with you on Facebook, and I was saying that what you share, a message over like now I share now who so any be okay. Now, me, I'm a tell you, because I'm doing a book jack of which I'm going to make it, but me, don't recruit. I say, Mr. Kingsley Tete, executive producer, officer director. Mr. Pine, my power here, the what I am. And I feel so I could see Raymond. I said, well, my mystery, like Facebook and sound, and so, yeah, I come on. I feel so director of photography, copy prints, brown switching and camera, but yeah, I come. Don't mean that if watch a watch and I reach in a top of so come inside minutes, yeah, come. And I don't want Monday, yeah, Monday, God willing, will come your way with more and more topic. Until stay tuned. Until that, enjoy the rest of the day and have a good week.